Miami was able to secure Nesta Jade Silvera, and Rick was super happy about that, called him the best three-technique defensive tackle his staff felt in the entire country, let alone the state of Florida. So he was very happy about him. But if you look at names like, Patrick Surtain Jr., you got guys like Tyson Campbell, Andrew Chatfield. These are all guys who Miami had on their radar, all going to Heritage, in that area. And an advantage you have, obviously, when you feel like you're that close. Not only can you visit them more often, in an easier way, you're able to have such great access, but you feel like they can have some of that, that home field advantage, if you will, and Miami was able to get Silvera, but kind of struck out in the other three, which I guess didn't surprise fans so much in the last few days, just because Twitter is Twitter. It's a monster, so you can hear a lot of stuff. So you kind of, for the most part, expect these things before it happens, the few days leading prior to, but for the months in advance, I'm assuming that, or what I've been hearing is that a lot of fans and people who follow the Hurricanes expected a little more, especially the cornerbacks coach, Mike Rumpf, being so closely tied with Heritage. He coached there. He was the head coach until, I believe, 2015. So, I mean, when you have ties like that, you almost expect more. 1 out of 4 is very good for most schools in the country. But I definitely believe that there was this sense of maybe wanting more a little bit. Can't complain with top 10, but especially when you're losing so many guys in the trenches on defense, you want a little bit more in that area.
Yeah, and especially since there are certain prime positions. Obviously, quarterback is one of them, but in addition, cornerbacks are difficult to find. True lockdown cornerbacks, defensive ends that can rush the passer. All you have to do is listen to the coverage on National Signing Day, and some of the scouting experts like a Tom Luganville will run down those basically 3 positions other than quarterback. It's cornerback, it's rush defensive end, and it's left tackle. Those are guys that are extremely rare to find, the elite players at those positions. And you had the 2 cornerbacks, as you mentioned, at American Heritage High School in Tyson Campbell and Patrick Surtain. Then you had already had a commitment from Josh Jobe and let him get away with the flip to Alabama. So the primary cornerbacks, the 2 guys that I speak of, getting away and not getting one of those guys was obviously a disappointment.
No, absolutely. And you call Mark Richt said the early signing period was a home run. He said that, and it really was. You get 19 guys off the early signing period, and you're doing a great job. And you get 10 of them obviously enrolling and being on campus. I mean, that's excellent. But when you sometimes get that, and then you get the actual signing day and miss out on some of those guys, it almost makes it kind of a bittersweet type situation.
All right, we've got Isaiah Kim Martinez from the Miami Hurricane on to break down some Miami football. Of course, we're in that lull between National Signing Day and spring football that's about a month away, but we talk nothing but college football here. So I know basketball is very much in vogue right now, and coming down the stretch of the ACC season with the conference tournament coming up, but just football here, Isaiah. So we appreciate you jumping on board with us.